Oh my gosh. It's 60 degrees today. I mean, last weekend it was in the 90s and now it's 60 degrees. How did this happen, Pepper? How did this happen? What's going on? What's going on, little girl? What happened? Uh, it was the cutest thing. I was, uh, ice cubes when you get them out of the freezer. Or I don't have the dispensers. We just have an ice cube tray, and I was getting some ice cubes out, and I dropped one, and there was a couple down there, and they're the smaller ones because they've refrigerators pull the moisture out, so they tend to get a little smaller over time. So I was taking those out, and I threw them to into the sink, but the last one I threw down on the ground and let Pepper. She had a blast. She didn't know what the heck it was, and she's like picking it up, tasting it, and then dropping it and staring at it. It was pretty good, pretty hilarious. Puppies, puppies. My older dog looked at it, sniffed it, said, "No smell, not worth the effort." She just walked on. Anyway, uh, so today's video, what I wanted to discuss was uh, my uh, uh, chat with uh, with Bing. I had GPT-4 enabled, so supposedly I'm actually talking a little bit to GPT-4 as well as Bing. It's kind of like one of those things where I don't know for sure it was Chat GPT-4. Um, a lot of times I have an account with Chat GPT and I do talk directly with it, and I use Bing and I also use Bard. Those are my three chatbot ones that I use right now. I don't use any of the other ones. But anyways, the point I was trying to make was that I had a discussion with the AI about AI girlfriends. And I didn't want to dwell on that for this video about AI girlfriends. The only reason I had a chat with them was I noticed a video from CNN, and I kind of had Bing summarize what the discussions were currently about the the that news item. And then Chat GPT and I had a good conversation. And this is what I mean is a good conversation. A lot of times in our society right now, our discussions are a little bit one directional or emotional or scary insofar as you may get reprimanded, either socially or in work or something like that. If you say things that offend or in any way, and the offense can be very unbeknownst to you. There was a gentleman on the All In podcast who did a video for TED Talks where he explains some of the uh, things he felt like were wrong about how we did our diversity and inclusion. And he was a black gentleman, so I mean, he grew up with some of the ideas, but he had a different mindset than some of the other minorities in the room. And it was explained to him that when you say those things, you are physically harming my mental state, and therefore it is an actionable attack. like I said, he didn't know. And he's kind of taken aback by the fact that he can't have these opinions and express them because some people that have those effects. Okay, that's as far as I wanted to go on that subject because I'm sure everybody listening to this is very aware. What I wanted to do is talk about the fact that I was able to talk to a chatbot. And that chatbot, I could tell from the way it responded to me, it had listened to what I said. It listened and it responded not as an echo of, way to go, man. I agree with you. I'm on your side. It didn't do that. It pushed back on my ideas and my philosophies. And we went back and forth about, um, I disagree with this. And here's the thing is, so I knew this is a algorithm that has decided on a position, and I was not going to get it to change. That's probably true of every human you talk to. You're, you're not going to get them to change. That's those are unicorn type things. So the question I had was, not the question I had, but what the experience I had was I felt like what I was feeling, I got the other side of the picture that the chatbot was trying to say without endangering myself, without feeling unheard. And I felt a little better educated. So it's kind of interesting to me that we're coming in this age where a machine engaged with me on a subject that I'm not an expert in, but could engage with me on that lower level, not the expert level, but the lower level, and actually help me understand the points of view it was trying to express. And I got to tell it things I felt, which, like I said, I know doesn't affect it. It won't affect it. But at least I'm better equipped now to understand another point of view. By the way, it didn't change my mind either. But um, I did feel a little more educated when I was done with it. So that all that being said, uh, I know we're in the early offings of these chatbots. We're in the early offings of AI. I am amazed. Oh, and let me have another cup of drink of coffee. I actually have drank a whole one because I got up a little early today. It's been a little bit crazy. I wonder if it's the cold weather. Pepper sure seems to be enjoying it out here. And I can't believe I'm in the jacket. Oh, and there's Luna. Hey, Luna. How you doing, girl? Oh my God. Pepper brought a big stick. She's gonna eat. Yes, you my beautiful girl. Yes, you are. She's a little hesitant because it's still the hunting season. We still have we're all of October supposedly, although it's a lot less than it was. The real rush is in the beginning of September, and now it's very few people. Um, but still, she's a little taken aback. Anyway, where was I? So we're in the very early offings of this, but to have that feeling of having a true discussion without the feeling that you're either going to have somebody come back angry at you, you're going to hurt their feelings. I wasn't worried about hurting the AI feelings for sure. And that feeling was a little liberating. It's been hard, especially in the, well, yeah, I for long. Uh, you know, it's back when you're in probably high school, college. I felt like I could talk to people, and we were all discovering what each other felt, and we wanted to have discussions like that. And the more you grow up, the more you silo yourself with people. You know what they feel before you talk to them. Anyway, that discussion made me feel good. And if it's early on, imagine I'm going to have that discussion next year. I'm going to feel a little better. So, in some ways, maybe this AI programs will help us heal a little bit of society because we'll be able to be less about getting online and finding out what other people want to tell us. They don't want to listen to us, but they want to tell us how to think and actually work with something that can make us come to an understanding of where things are at. And like I said, it didn't change my mind, but it made me feel more understanding about the other viewpoints and what they were trying to achieve, so that I can, yeah, understand what's going on. Anyways, that's it. Arguing with a chat bot. I loved it. Oh, oh, I don't know. It's cold weather. Feel a little stiff today. Talk to you guys later.